All right, welcome to the ballpark and welcome to Parkland Valley Sports. My name is Brady Lang, and you are watching Parkland Expos action brought to you by the Flats Eatery and Drink. Today we have game one of two, this double header getting underway at Jubilee. We are just about 5 minutes before noon, where that first pitch is scheduled to kick things off. Few things before we get things rolling. The Expos, of course, on quite the slide right now. They were sitting at 3-2 early on this season, and they've lost 8 straight games. But there is hope today. Regina Wolfpack are just a game ahead of these Expos, so we're in for a good couple games of baseball here at Jubilee. For that second game as well, we are going to stop in and chat with Kyler Bill O'Crelly after he was drafted to the Yorkton Terriers last week. We'll have more to hear from him on his thoughts sticking around in Yorkton, plus a little bit more on his involvement with Parkland Valley Sports. This one is our 20th game overall. And to be quite honest with you, Kyler's been involved in 14 of them, just due to his involvement with the Yorkton Maulers and then, of course, the Parkland Expos. But he's one that a name I've said quite a bit on these broadcasts. Today, a little bit on the actual game itself. Cohen Murray on the bump. He'll get the start, like we heard from him. I believe it was in the Moose Jaw doubleheader. It was either the Moose Jaw doubleheader or the White Butte game. He said the big thing that he focuses on when he gets to the bump and pitching is getting the strikes in and getting that ball on the ground. We are just about underway. First pitch now. That one is swung on in a drive into center field, easily taken for the first out of the inning. Huber steps into the plate, his first plate appearance, second batter faced. Takes the first pitch for a strike from Murray. Murray moving and wheeling and dealing quickly. That one over to short, to first. Andres has it, 2 gone. Huber grounds out the fourth in the second out. Now batting shortstop number 33, Jackson Sarah. All right, 2 away. The Expos trying to make quick work of this half inning. That one will get down in a gap. That's the first base hit of the day. Base hit in the left field. Now batting center fielder number 10, Alec Derringer. Alec Derringer up next. He's the fourth batter faced this inning. 2 gone so far. Runner now on first base. Oh, and they got him in a little bit of a rundown. We'll see how this one goes. Murray covering first there. Back over, Cluse looking to run him down. Bill O'Crelly with the tag. Jacob says no, he did not touch him. Expos unhappy with that call. There is a meeting between the plate and one of today's base umps. So that batter will remain at first base. He is safe after that rundown. One thing I will mention before this first inning is done, the first inning of today's game brought to you by Boys and Girls Club here in Yorkton. BGC is looking for Yorkton to rally around them during a time of need. For more information on that financial need, just head over to their social media channels. But more on BGC itself, their summer programs and services support over 120 children and youth with opportunities that focus on health and wellness, physical activity, nutrition, education, recreation, sports, and so much more. BGC provides a safe place for kids to reach their greatest potential. Donations can be made by cash, check, or e-transfer sent to Lorraine at bgcyorkton.ca. BGC Yorkton, opportunity changes everything. Back to the game. Murray almost had the runner fooled yet again. Awkward jump back to first base, but he is in there safely. Runner does go. That ball's on the ground. From third to first, over the head of Andres. That might score one, and it will. All right, so things now updated there on your screen. The Regina Wolfpack scoring the first run of today's doubleheader. That one was a throwing error by the third baseman over to first, scoring that runner, making this a 1-0 game. Still two are gone, a runner on second base. That one a big swing and a miss. Jacob Moore behind the plate today for these Expos. That one in there for a strike. A big thank you again to the Flats Eatery and Drink for being our title sponsor for this season of Parkland Expos baseball. That one gets down and under more back to nearly the backstop. That runner moving from second base to third. That one called ball. That one will make the count full. Two away. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Sommerfeld, the one up. He puts it on the ground. That one over to first. That'll do it. You're watching Parkland Expos baseball brought to you by the Flats Eatery and Drink. It's all that at the Flats, 275 Broadway Street, East Yorkton, 306-782-8822. I'm Brady Lang. You're watching the Parkland Valley Sports Network. We are back here for the bottom of the first inning. My name is Brady Lang. Thank you for watching the PVSN. Leading things off for the Expos, it's Deacon Krieger. All right, the count now on Krieger. 2-1. Krieger puts that one in for a base hit. Good start for the Expos. There we go. Having some issues today with our new camera we have set up here at Jubilee. Couple freezes. We'll keep an eye on it. Runner right now on first base. None gone for the Expos. It's Kyler Bill O'Crelly up to the dish. That one swung on and driven, just foul. Ooh, almost tricked Krieger there and an awkward slide back. He's all right. Everyone's good. None gone. Runner on first. Bill O'Crelly at the dish. 2-1 is the count now. He puts that one right over the third baseman's head, and the Expos have two aboard. This inning, it is the bottom of the first inning, brought to you by Boys and Girls Club Yorkton. Bradford coming up now. He'll get a chance. Runner is in scoring position. Krieger's on second, Bill O'Crelly on first. That one swung on, put in the air. A lot of time for the fielder to get under it. A very vocal play by the fielder there. Michael Kloos making his first plate appearance today. He's got a runner on second and a runner on first base. That one is way outside. And that one also outside. That one is tipped back. 2-2 now.
Who strikes out for the second out of the inning, brings up the first baseman, number 17, Maddox Andres.
Glue sent down on strikes. That is the second out of this inning. Andre's up now. The Expos with a good start, getting base hits from their two batters that led off, Krieger and Bill O'Crelly. They haven't moved yet, though. Still on first and second. 2 away now. Andres puts that one hard on the ground, taken by the second baseman. That'll do it for the first inning.
On the first, Expos scored no run on 2 hits, no error, 2 lengths. After one, Regina Wolfpack 1, Parkland 0. Pitch count, Rocky is 18.
All right, you're watching Parkland Expos Baseball, brought to you by the Flats Eatery and Drink. It's all that at the Flats, 275 Broadway Street, East Yorkton, 306-782-8822. I'm Brady Lang. You're watching Parkland Valley Sports Network. Brett Summerfeld will lead us off here in the top of the second inning. You are watching the Parkland Valley Sports Network. It's Parkland Expos Baseball, brought to you by the Flats Eatery and Drink. Murray starts things off just a little bit outside. He'll continue. That one is a strike. Murray's line through 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 run, none earned. That one swung on, put in the air, enough time to camp under it. There it is. One is now away.
first baseman, number 9, Maddox Wolfpack.
Maddox Wasakase up to bat now. Still 1-0 for the Wolfpack. They scored in their initial at bat of this one in the top of the first inning. A throwing error ended up scoring one for Regina. That one's outside. Regina actually traveling here today in a big bus. And in my opinion, that bus is parked way too close to a baseball diamond. But you know what I did? I parked beside it. Smart thinking. 2020 vision. Murray deals that one in the air. Everyone, a lack of communication there ends up with the ball falling foul. We will all reset. That count now sitting at 2-2, one away. That one is swung on, heading way foul. Count remaining at 2-2. That one tip back, says home plate ump. Count will remain full. Wasakase, today's first baseman for Regina, puts that one on the ground. Remains. That one ends up foul. All right, we're back underway. That one swung on. Goes foul. Some U7 rally cap children playing down there, if you heard some screams from children. But they, in fact, did get out of the way. No harm has been done. One away. That one swung on. And backing up, that one is off the wall. Past first, on to second.
Wasakase double to left field, now batting the third baseman, number 5, Brian Newman.
Wasakase will end up on second. Took quite the trip around first base there. A nice solid hit that ended up at the wall over Bradford's head. And as you can see on the graphics, runner is now on second. There it is. End of the inning. That's one you'll see on the highlights later.
In the top of the second, Wolfpack scored no runs on one hit. Left one. After one and out, half one. Parkland Expos 0.
We'll be right back with the bottom of the second inning. You're watching Parkland Expos Baseball, brought to you by the Flats Eatery and Drink. It's all that at the Flats, 275 Broadway Street East. Yorked in 306-782-8822. I'm Brady Lang. You are watching the Parkland Valley Sports Network. All right, back underway here in the bottom of the second. Nate Wandy, Melville's Nate Wandy, up to bat first. You're watching the Parkland Valley Sports Network. It's Parkland Expos Baseball. Kicking things off outside.